What's up, everyone? Today we're doing a Crystal Palace Football Manager career mode. This career mode is going to be interesting because we're going to be taking over Crystal Palace. And we all know Crystal Palace is a mid-table team. So we're going to try and take Crystal Palace from finishing mid-table to even top 6. So guys, we're going to start off without any coaching badges whatsoever. And again, we're not going to have any experience either. So we're starting off as a fresh manager. So finally, we are now the manager of Crystal Palace. The media already reporting on it, but we need to go in and sort out the club. They're showing us the team at the moment. This is how Crystal Palace look as well. I may need to make some updated transfers. So I know Elise has gone to Bayern Munich. Eze is still here. Obviously, Edouard, we do need to find a striker. So that's what we're going to get into first of all. It's not my first time playing Football Manager, guys. So I'm going to get past all of this. So just before starting now, we've got a few updates. Club vision. The board want us to develop players using the club's youth system. We can do that. Sign players under the age of 23 for the first team. Sign players under the age of 20 for the future. Again, that's what I'll be looking to do as well by signing some wonder kids. Sign players from the lower levels of the domestic game. And actionable objectives. Sign players to sell for a profit. No worries. Break even in the transfer market. Work within wage budget. That's something that we are going to have to do. And informational objectives. They want us to expand, or they want to expand the stadium, which they are doing. Even in real life now, Crystal Palace are actually planning on expanding their stadium. 5-year plan, record a Premier League top half finish. That's something that we're looking to do. Be competitive in the FA Cup. Be competitive in the Carabao Cup. So for the local stuff, I would say, local meaning in our country, we basically got to get the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, and also record a good finish in the Premier League. Grow the club's reputation, work towards developing the Premier League's best youth system. End of 2024-25, my contract expires. So I don't even want to look at anything else because obviously my contract will be expiring at the end. But within the 5 years or by 27-28, they want to grow the club's reputation. They don't even say anything about winning the league. Now, I'll accept those visions and expectations, but my vision is to win the Premier League with Crystal Palace. Some information about players' contracts running out, players who have signed new contracts, and obviously players who are needed in the team. So I'll decide on that soon. Tactical direction, we're going to go through that in a minute. And then we've got pre-season preparation. We've also got injuries, any players that we've got that are injured. Squad selection rules. Michael Elise no longer qualifies as under 2021. Again, we may have to keep him. We'll see how it goes, or we may have to sell him. But I'm going to go through the squad right now, and I'm going to create a tactic. The tactics that I want to play, to be fair, is either gegenpress or tiki-taka. Those are my type of style of playing, attacking football. Now, I'm looking at Crystal Palace. Can we afford to play gegenpress? Let's see now. I want to play a 4-2-3-1 formation as well. So we'll see how that goes. And let's just have a look at the players that I've got to work with now. So we've got Dean Henderson. Dean Henderson is a player on the team. He's worth around 19 million, let's say. And his stats look pretty decent as a goalkeeper. So aerial reach. Let's compare him with Sam Johnstone and see who's handling. Johnstone seems to be the better player. But let's just compare the stats first, and then we'll see. We'll see who's the better goalkeeper to select. So far, physical, Dean's winning on physical. Speed, Dean's winning. Mental, Dean and him are drawing. Communication, Dean. Eccentricity, Dean is winning as well. Aerial, he's winning. And distribution, he's winning. Shot stopping is equal. So realistically, Dean has 8 pros and 2 cons, whilst Sam has 6 pros and 2 cons. So I don't know if this is the best choice so far, but I'm going to try out Dean in preseason. and see how it goes from there. Guy or Gay, we're going to put as our right centre back. And Klein is somewhere where we need to upgrade for our right back. He's a bit old now. We do need a solid right back. Also got Munoz here. I may have to compare them, but we'll probably be doing something like that. So it maybe he keeps that position. Adam Wharton is a player that I want to put in the team, but he's injured at the moment. He will be coming into the team, no doubt about that. Now in real life, I know Crystal Palace they've bought Nketiah from Arsenal. So probably Nketiah is a player that I may have to start looking at now as well. We may have to scout him. He's worth around 40 odd million. I don't know how much money we've got so far. Let's just have a look at our budget and see finances. So budget, we've got, whoa, 600,000. What is going on here? We have no budget. So we've got to work with the players that we've got at the moment. I know selling Elise should bring in around 45 million. And it is something that we are going to have to do. So I'm going to transfer list him. Mainly, I want to transfer listed. I also want to offer him to Bayern Munich, because that's the club he's actually gone to in real life. So we're going to try and make it as realistic as possible. Let's add Bayern Munich. So there we go. I've offered him to Bayern Munich now. And then we're going to go back and have a look at the rest of the team. So Schlopp on the left. We've also got Dockery, definitely going to be in the team. We've got Adam Wharton, who will be coming into the team once he recovers from his injury. We got Jefferson Lerma as well. I'm not really 28. For me, he seems a bit too old. And another thing as well, their sharpness. So we do need to get their sharpness up. Odson, Edward, again, he's going to be our striker until we do find a replacement. We've got AU as well. AU is going to be our first substitute. And we've also got Sam Johnstone, which will be our second substitute. Now we've got Rob Holding. Rob Holding, 27, ex-Arsenal man. Putting him in the team. What's his speed like? Yeah, he's not too bad on speed. Centre-back. So I think I'm going to pick Rob Holding as our left centre-back for now. And on the left, nobody beats Mitchell. Mitchell will be on the left. And our cam will be Eze. And Mateta is going to be our third sub. And Will Hughes, he's going to be on the bench as well. We may have to get rid of him. And also Jefferson Lerma as well is another one we may have to get rid of. I'll see how it goes. But I think Nathaniel Klein, for me, yeah, definitely I wanna get rid of him now. So he's gonna be transfer listed. And Aha Mada, he's a young player, 21 years old. We need as many players as possible to stay in the team. So I don't think we're gonna get rid of him. Franco, again, another youth player which I want to develop, so I'm going to be keeping him here as well. Now, Nathan Ferguson, again, another young player. We'll see how well he does. We got Joel Ward as well. He's a right back, so I'm going to actually sell him. He's a bit too old. There's players to develop, but there's also a lot of players that we do need to get rid of. We got Chris Richards. Chris Richards can actually play in various positions, so he can play right, left, and he can also play centre back as well. So he's going to be on the bench. We got Kofi Barmer, a young player, young defender, not worth much. Joel Ward, what did we say we was going to, yeah, we transfer listed him. Wharton is going to be in the team when he does come back from injury. How long has he got an injury? 7 days to 2 weeks where we can wait on him. And how long does Franco have? 3 months. Elise is out for 5 months as well. I don't know if we can actually sell him whilst he's injured, but we'll see how it goes. Remy, Matthews, these are going to be players that I'm just going to add to the unwanted list. Anderson, 27 years old. He seems pretty decent, so he'll be in the team because we don't have much money at the moment either. Tompkins, and so far we've actually organized a team, and this is what the team's looking like. We don't have a player who can play right here when we do get rid of Elise. So that's probably something that we do need to look into. I may have to go into the youth team as well to see what we've got so far. So that's the next thing that we're going to have a look at, is the youth team. So we got Ozo. Ozo's a player I'm definitely going to be moving to the senior team, because I think we need a player like Ozo. So our best player, I hope he's not out on loan. Oh, he's injured. Okay, so with Crystal Palace, they've got some really decent players. It's just that they need development. We've got Owen Goodman. He's a keeper. You've also got a winger, which is Scott Banks. Again, he could become quality. And we got Malcolm Ebui. Yeah, that's a player that I may need to bring. I may need to bring some of these players into the first team. We'll see how it goes. But we have a young striker as well, Zach Marsh. He's a player that can play in multiple positions, and he does have a good development if we play him. Saki, again, is another young player that we possibly could bring into the team. We'll see how it goes. Teo is another player that we possibly could be moving to the first team, but he's out for 2 to 4 months, so it's just crazy for us right now. We got a centre back here as well, Mofi Gemide. Now, he looks pretty impressive with his potential at the moment. He's worth around 3.7 million. I think we may have to move him to the senior team as well. We've also got Jesse Derry. He is a winger and he looks pretty decent. We got Caleb is a fullback. What position can he play? He can play on the right or on the left. So that's someone, again, I could possibly move to the first team. Jesse Derry is a player that I may move as well. I may move him to the first team because we haven't really got many players to fill these positions in. And there we go. So we have a more decent squad right now. So these are all the players that we brought in. We got a goalkeeper already. So this is what the squad's looking like so far. The tempo, I may have to slow the tempo down just a little bit because the players need to kind of get used to the football. And transition, yeah, kind of like everything here. We'll work on it as we go. I don't want the defense line to be too high because we will be destroyed when it comes to playing against City, Arsenal, Chelsea, you name it. All right, so set pieces. So let's try some zonal marking, protects key players out of the box. Let's try something like that. And what posts do you want players marking whilst defending? I think near post. Let's just say both of the posts, to be fair. Defend the box. How many players do you like to leave forward when defending a set piece? Let's just say defend. And how do you prefer the ball to be delivered from attacking? So let's go, is it near post? Yeah, let's go near post and balance, in swing or out. We'll go out swing. So let's see what our set piece will do. Penalties, we've got Edward, we've got Elise and Eze. Elise is currently out, so I think it would be fair for Eze to be our second penalty taker.